Hey YouTube, what's going on? Today's Friday, and on Friday we get out of work early. We've been working 8.5, 9 hours a day, so Fridays we can have a half day. It's supposed to be just like last year during the summer, but it just kind of continued, and that's how we're working it now. But that's for another day. But I have a whole bunch of stuff to show you from all different places. First thing I want to show are some books I received kind of out of surprise. Um, for those of you who don't know, I've been running a fantasy football league for about 12, 13 years now with people within, started off with people within the comic book community. It has since branched out. Some people left, some people came back. Um, but there are probably, I think, 5 or 6 of us still original from when the league started. And I actually got sent books for, I didn't win, but Paul, aka the Space Baby, here on YouTube, sent me these out of the gracious of his heart, and I'm going to show those to you. So this is Batman and Robin number 36. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. This is the Dark Knight, Batman Legend of the Dark Knight number 14. This is Defenders number 52, which I already have, but this might be a nice upgrade for me. I'm not apologizing for the glare. I don't know how to show you better, but there you go. And lastly, number 2, again, which I already have, but this is in really nice shape. It is Hawkman number 2. I can't remember what volume it is, but what's really cool, also sent me this little Captain America sticker. That's pretty cool. So yeah, so thanks, Paul. Appreciate that. Next thing I'm going to show you are books. Just books I picked up today at my LCS. It's my new books I picked up in a couple back issues. So I picked up what I'm currently reading, Captain America issue 9, which I've been liking so far. This is going to be this Armageddon tie-in, which I've been reading the Wolverine issues leading up to it. This is issue 10. And this one, I don't know if I'm going to continue with this, but I got to cut back a little bit. This may be the one. Justice League Unlimited, as much as I like it, I don't know. I haven't read it in months, so I don't even know where we're at. And also, I picked up these two, which were on my want list of things to kind of small runs to collect. I don't remember the issue numbers because they're kind of weird. But this is the Fighting Five. And I always said I wanted to get more war comics in my collection. Fighting Five, I'm not sure what issue it is. And some Charlton Comics, Fighting Five, another one. They're weird, like 30 something, 40 something, I can't remember. They're really weird. They're part of another run, but they're in the middle of the turn into the Fighting Five. So yeah, I got a little bit more war comics in my collection. Me and my wife had some time. My son went to a end of year party for his 18U hockey team up in Buffalo. They went up to like an airsoft place, arcade stuff. So me and my wife were just driving around and hit a couple of thrift stores. Went down to Warren, PA, which is about a little over an hour from here. They had some thrift stores down there. And we went one was really cool. They had they had a lot of really nice stuff in there, collectibles and stuff. And my wife goes, "Hey, look, they got comic books." Oh, I have no idea. So I went to the car, got her phone, and she let me peruse the bins for a little bit. They had like 3 or 4 long boxes, and then on the back shelf they had some some bookshelves or some stands set up, but it had some books on there. I didn't find much. I don't know. I don't know how much these were. I think these were the books I bought there. I don't remember. Captain Madden number 5. Trying to put that run together. Booster Gold number 1,000,000. I don't know if I think these are the books I got there. Extreme Justice 14. Nice booster gold cover. Challenge of the Unknown number 10, which I think completes that run for me. I know I got this one there. This is a Vengeance Squad number 3. Yeah, the Charlton thing, I don't know anything about it, but I read it. It's pretty interesting. It's $2. So yeah, I'm going to try to pick all these up. I don't think I got these here, but these are some Contest of Champions. I'm going to show them anyways. 6, 7, and 8. I got them somewhere. I'm just assuming in there. I come home, I put stacks somewhere, and then I forget to show them in the video. And then when I do get a video, I can't find anything. But I know I picked this up there. This is awesome. This is Justice League action figure of Hawkman. It's pretty cool. They have a Plastic Man one down there too, which I should have grabbed. They actually had 2 of these. I picked the one that was probably the nicest box, but they weren't too bad. But I'm gonna go back and grab that Plastic Man one. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Then I'm gonna show you books I picked up on Free Comic Book Day. I could really care less about the free comic books, but I did grab a couple. I don't know what I even did with them. There they are. But yeah, like I said, they have this Armageddon storyline coming up. And from what I know, I was reading the Wolverine one, the Captain America stuff. I know it has something to do with Wolverine and Captain America, but as far as what the Avengers got going on and X-Men, I don't know. But we're going to find out. And then I picked up Greatest American Hero. I love this show growing up. I hope there's not an ongoing book of this because I'm going to want to pick it up. But yeah, good times. My LCS has limited space in their main store, but they have a basement, and in this basement they have tons of boxes that he only brings out once a year. It's usually Free Comic Book Day. I've talked to him about possibly doing do it by appointment. You go in the basement by appointment, but whatever. He'd probably sell a lot more books and get a lot more money if he would just open the basement up for, like I said, by appointment. But he won't for whatever reason. So every once a year I get to pull these boxes out. He's always buying collections. He's adding more. He has one employee who just goes through collections and sorts them out and everything, but no particular order. Young All-Stars number 16. Tarzan 257. Really enjoying these Tarzan books. I've read a few of them. The ones I read I really enjoyed. The run's not that long. I just like the Bronze Age artwork in here. It's just awesome. I'm not sure who does the artwork on these, but I don't really care sometimes who the artist is. But yeah, I just love. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it or not. I know there's a Marvel series that, but yeah, the DC ones I like. Justice League of America Annual number 3. These are all $1, by the way. No, I'm sorry, these are $2. $2. I thought they were $1, but they were $2. World's Finest 257, which I believe I already have, but I bought another one because I wasn't sure. I didn't feel like pulling my phone out. This is like a wraparound cover. I didn't feel like pulling out my phone to see what I had, so I just grabbed whatever I could. The rest of these I know I didn't have. World's Finest 226. I don't know what I'm collecting with World's Finest. I don't have a particular run I'm working on. I was really just going to get the Hawkman issues, but then I find them for cheap, so I keep buying them. This is 230. I had a couple of these older ones in the 300s, so that's why I thought about just getting the higher ones, but I find them cheap. The all new Excitement, the World's Finest, starring Spider-Man, Superman, and Batman. $289. $291. I really like the current run of World's Finest is really good. 293, 294, which I haven't read in a while. This one was a little beat up on the back. Front cover's decent, but back cover's pretty bad. 303. So I just grabbed them. I didn't even pay attention with what the condition they were in. At least especially that one, anyways. 296. So $2 a piece. I'm happy about it. I showed one of these issues in the last video that I picked up. This is the, I don't know if it's the one before or after. I can't remember. This is number 10 of Super Team Family Giant with the Challenges of the Unknown in it. So I'm grabbing that. I had a few issues of this series growing up, but I never had the full 6-issue run of it. And it's part of the 80s run that I'm trying to collect on my spinner rack here of 80s. I think it was 84, maybe, if I can read. Yeah, 84. A bunch of these little miniseries came out. This is one of them. Kitty Pryde and Wolverine. Issue number 1. I know I had this one growing up. Issue number 4. And issue number 5. So yeah, I don't remember the story at all. So I don't know. Doc Savage, Man of Bronze, issue number 4. Not in the best shape, but I don't see these very often, and especially not for $2. So yeah, it's just one of those small run Bronze Age runs that I'm collecting. So yeah, I have a few of the actual paperbacks of his books. Night Force number 8. I believe that finishes my run for me. A new run I started recently or not too long ago was the Freedom Fighters. I picked up number 10. Number 11. Number 12. I like this cover. Number 13. Number 14. And number 15. Which I believe is a first appearance of somebody in there. And it's Phantom. I don't remember. I don't care about key issues all that much. But yeah. Again, anything these kind of with these characters that I really enjoy. So yeah. And then last but not least, Young All-Stars number 15. So yeah, that's my little free comic book day haul and other goodies. I have good news to announce. Last Saturday, my son had or attended our local community college. He has already been accepted to the school. He's going for sports management. A couple of years ago, they had started a hockey team. Last season was in their second season in this league. They won their league championship. It's a D3 club team. He plays on the. He played. There's like 4 guys on the team that he'd played with before. But last Saturday they had their prospect skate, which they just had basically a 2-hour scrimmage game. And after the skate, he was offered a spot on the team. So I'm very excited for him. Very happy for him. He's super excited, not just for the hockey, but the school part. He's very, very excited for, which I'm more excited for. He's ahead of the school more for the hockey, but it's gonna make him, obviously work harder because he knows he's gonna have to maintain being a student athlete, a certain GPA to continue playing, which I have no doubt that he will. So yeah, so hockey continues. College hockey is actually cheaper than 18U travel hockey, by a lot. So we're paying half of his fee he owes, and he will pay the rest. and then next year, if he continues, he will pay all of it. So yeah, but yeah, I just got to buy him a car now. It never ends, never ends. But yeah, thanks to everybody who's been watching my videos recently, leaving comments. I usually don't care about number of subscribers I have. I think I'm like 440, something like that, close to 450. But thanks again to everybody who subscribes, watches, which I don't say very often on here, but I appreciate everybody who takes time out of the day to watch my ugly face and show up some comic books. And I will, on that note, I'll see you next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.